Today we're about to dive into the world of Rolex watches, those shiny, luxurious timepieces that can make your heart skip a beat. But guess what? Not everything that sparkles in Rolex land is worth its weight in gold. So whether you're a hardcore watch collector or just dreaming of owning your very first Rolex, stick around because we're going to spill the exclusive details on which Rolex models might not be the smartest way to spend your hard-earned cash. Don't worry. We promise it won't cost you a kidney, just maybe a fancy dinner or two. Now, before we get started, let's get one thing straight. We've got mad respect for Rolex. I mean, who doesn't? They're like the royalty of Swiss watchmaking. Their craftsmanship, timeless designs, and legendary reputation are the stuff of legends. Rolex has a rich history and has rightfully earned its spot as one of the top watchmakers in the world. But here's the deal. Not every Rolex watch is created equal, and not every model they make is necessarily the best investment. We've been keeping a close eye on it, analyzing trends and talking to the experts. Our mission? To arm you, our awesome viewers, with the knowledge you need to make savvy decisions when you're thinking about buying a Rolex. So let's get into it and find out which Rolex watches might not be your best bet in today's market. Full rose gold and gold Rolex models. First, let's talk about those all-gold and rose gold Rolex models. The Rolex market has been going through some interesting changes, especially when it comes to watches made entirely from rose gold, like the Sky Dweller and Daytona. These bad boys are known for their sheer luxury and, of course, their eye-watering price tags that can make your wallet break out in a cold sweat. We're talking anywhere from $40,000 to a jaw-dropping $660,000 for the ultra-rare chocolate dial Sky Dweller. Now here's the twist. Just a year ago, these watches were selling for even more, which goes to show how fast things can change in the world of Rolex. So, what's happening? Well, it seems like people are shifting their preferences. The demand for full gold bracelets is taking a hit as more buyers are leaning towards Rolex's Oyster Flex range. These watches combine Rolex's legendary quality and prestige with a rubber strap, making them comfier and more versatile for everyday wear. To give you a taste of this shift, dealers are now offering a brand spanking new 2022 rhodium dial 18-carat rose gold Sky Dweller at a price lower than the official retail price. That's a clear sign of the changing winds in the market for these all-gold beauties. Likewise, a Daytona with a black dial and the full 18-carat bracelet, which used to set you back $45,000 to $55,000 just last year, can now be yours for under $40,000. That's a pretty hefty drop in price, isn't it? Now, if you're thinking of snagging one of these full rose gold or gold Rolexes, here's the deal. They're still incredible watches, no doubt about it. But you should know that their resale value might not be as rock solid as it once was. Like any investment, you got to stay in the know and think about your style, preferences, and long-term plans when you're dropping big bucks on a watch. Day-date range. All right, let's shift our gaze to another corner of the Rolex world, the day-date range, also known as the President's Watch. This collection is all about prestige and iconic style, but it seems like even the day-date isn't immune to the ups and downs of the market. So, what's the scoop? Well, it's those full rose gold models in the day-date range that are feeling the heat. These watches were once the creme de la creme of wrist bling. Take the 18-carat white gold day-date with a rhodium dial, for example. It used to be a hot item, but not so much anymore. Just a year back, these watches were commanding crazy high prices, some even reaching up to a jaw-dropping $70,000. But times have changed, my friends. Their resale value has taken a hit thanks to shifts in what buyers are after. Luckily, Rolex has a bunch of other models to choose from. Collections like the Sports Professionals, Datejust, and certain dial combinations are still hot in today's market. And let's not forget about Rolex's Oyster Flex range. It's gaining popularity thanks to its sporty and versatile design. But wait, before we dive deeper into which watches to avoid, make sure to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button below if you're enjoying this video and want more watch-related content. Don't miss out on our future insights into the world of horology. Now let's get back into it. GMT Master 2, Rose Gold aka Root Beer. You see, the Rolex GMT Master 2 in rose gold is also better known as the root beer. This watch has its own fan club thanks to its fancy combo of rose gold and that cool brown and black bezel. But guess what? Even the root beer can't escape the market's mood swings. Apparently, a few weeks ago, you could snag a used root beer GMT for less than $30,000. Now rewind to last year, and that same watch was dancing around the $40,000 to $50,000 mark. It's pretty wild how fast things can change in the watch world, right? Don't get us wrong, the root beer GMT is still a total head-turner and a top-notch timepiece. But the market's telling us that its value is taking a little dip. We've even got brand new root beer GMTs on offer, and they're priced below the recommended retail price at $335,000. So if you've got your eye on this Rolex beauty, you better tread carefully. There's a chance its price might drop a bit more, but we can't predict exactly where the market's heading in the coming weeks and months. New models and the market situation. Now, let's turn our attention to the shiny new Rolex models that hit the scene in 2023. There was so much buzz and excitement in the air when these beauties were unveiled. Enthusiasts were expecting them to become instant classics, but here's the kicker. Even the latest and greatest Rolex models can't escape the market's plot twists. You see, reports are popping up, and they're saying that some of these 2023 Rolex models are already seeing their market prices drop not long after they came out. It's kind of surprising, right? I mean, we were all hyped about them just a short while ago. But it's a solid reminder that you've got to keep a close watch on these trends, especially if you're thinking about snagging one of the shiny new Rolexes from this year. Things change fast in the watch world. New Sky Dwellers. Let's talk about the new kids on the Rolex block, a couple of fresh Sky Dweller models. But here's the scoop. They're not exactly having the smoothest ride in the market. First up, we've got the full rose gold Sky Dweller with a snazzy blue dial. When this beauty hit the scene, it caused quite the stir and prices shot up to a whopping $75,000. I mean, no doubt it's a looker, but check this out. Today you can snag one for less than $50,000. That's a pretty big drop from its initial price tag. And guess what? It might even go a bit lower before the year's out, possibly just a smidge above the official retail price. Now, let's shift gears to another Sky Dweller variant, the mint green one. This watch is an absolute head-turner, and when it first came out, prices were soaring into the $40,000 range. But here's the reality check. Some dealers might have gone full-on Willy Wonka with their pricing back then, treating those watches like golden tickets, which could explain those sky-high early figures. Nowadays, the word on the street is that the mint green Sky Dweller should go for somewhere between $22,000 to $26,000 at most in today's market. So if you're thinking of diving into the mint green Sky Dweller world, just keep your wits about you. If the price tag goes way above that range we mentioned, it might be wise to hold off for a bit, watch how the market plays out, and make your move when the time's right. Well, there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the Rolex world and the ever-changing market dynamics. It's a reminder that even in the realm of luxury timepieces, things can shift faster than you can say Rolex. Now, here's a question for you. What's your take on these market fluctuations? Are you a die-hard Rolex collector, or perhaps you're just starting to dip your toes into the world of luxury watches? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Rolex universe and want more watch-related content, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell. That way you won't miss out on our latest updates and insights into the world of horology. Thanks for joining us today, and until next time, keep ticking.